Good afternoon, students. So, in the last video, we have discussed the Ohm's law, and today we are going to discuss resistance of a conductor, the next part of Ohm's law. So, resistance of a conductor. So, we have already learned that electric current is a flow of electron through a conductor. So, when the electrons move from one part of the conductor to the other part, they collide with other electrons and with the atoms and ions present in the body of the conductor. And due to this collision, there is some obstruction or opposition to the flow of electric current or flow of electron through the conductor. So, the property of a conductor due to which it opposes the flow of current through it is called resistance. That means resistance is a disturbance. So what is resistance? The property of a conductor due to which it opposes the flow of current through it is called resistance. So the resistance of a conductor is numerically equal to the ratio of potential difference across its end to the current flowing through it. That is, resistance is equal to potential difference divided by current, or resistance is denoted by R, which is equal to V by I, where V denotes potential difference and I denotes current. So what is resistance? Resistance means obstacle or disturbance in the path of a conductor, and resistance of a conductor depend on length. Resistance of a conductor depends on what? Resistance of a conductor depends on length, thickness, nature of material, temperature of the conductor. That means a long wire has a more resistance and a short wire has a less resistance. That means as the length of the wire increases, resistance also increases because obstacle present in the conductor increases. That's why resistance of a long wire increases and the resistance of a short wire is less than the long wire. And similarly, in case of thickness, so a thick wire has a less resistance where a thin wire has a more resistance, and rise in temperature of a wire increases its resistance. So as the temperature increases, resistance also increases. And the SI unit of resistance is ohm, and which is denoted by a symbol omega. So the unit of resistance ohm can be defined by using Ohm's law. So let's see unit of resistance through Ohm's law. So how can we define resistance through Ohm's law? According to Ohm's law, we know that potential difference divided by current is equal to resistance. That is, potential difference is denoted by V, current is denoted by I. That means V by I is equal to R. That means R is equal to V by I. Now, if the potential difference V is 1 volt and the current is 1 ampere, then resistance R is equal to 1 ohm. So by putting this value in the above equation, we will get 1 ohm is equal to 1 volt divided by 1 ampere. So this gives us the following definition for ohm. 1 ohm is the resistance of a conductor such that when a potential difference of 1 volt is applied to its ends, a current of 1 ampere flows through it. So we can find out the resistance of a conductor by using Ohm's law equation. V by I is equal to R. Okay, let's solve some numericals. So there is a numerical problem. Potential difference between 2 points of a wire carrying 2 ampere current is 0.1 volt. Calculate the resistance between these points. So here potential difference between 2 points is given as 0.1 volt and the current is 2 ampere, and we have to find out the resistance between these points. So here from Ohm's law we know that resistance equal to potential difference divided by current. Resistance is denoted by R is equal to V by I. So here given V, potential difference V equal to 0.1 volt and current I equal to 2 amperes. So from equation 1 we got that R is equal to 0.1 divided by 2, and which is equal to 0.05 ohm. That means resistance between this point is equal to 0.05 ohm. So in this way we can calculate resistance by using Ohm's law. So there are some homework for you. First one is that a simple electric circuit has a 24-volt battery and a resistance of 60 ohms. What will be the current in the circuit? You have to find out the current in the circuit. Here potential difference and resistance is given. So next one is that an electric iron draws a current of 3.4 ampere from 220 volt supply line. So here current is given 3.4 ampere and potential difference is given 220 volt supply line. So from this information we can calculate the resistance of the electric iron. So here current I is equal to 3.4 ampere and the potential difference V equal to 220 volt. By using this we can calculate the resistance of the electric iron, and by using this resistance we can calculate the next part. So what current will this electric iron draw when connected to 110 volt supply line? So here potential difference equal to 110 volt and resistance is already calculated from the above part. So by using resistance and potential difference you can calculate the current in the electric iron. Thank you, and if you have any confusion you can contact me.